Good afternoon. This is Mark Harrison with Sewer Line Check Professionals. I'm here at 1736, 1742, and 1746 South Sepulveda Boulevard in Los Angeles. And I'm in the process of performing a video examination of the main sewer lines here on the properties. Now, the main sewer lines are the portions of the waste drainage piping that are exterior to the structures. They lie underground and connect the building drain line systems to the public sewer. The building drain line systems then are the portions of the waste drainage piping that would be underneath or interior to the structure. Our examination today is not focused on the building drain line systems, so if further evaluation is desired regarding the building drain line system, a licensed plumbing contractor should be contacted, or a specialty building drain line video examination can be set up through our office. Alright, so we have essentially three separate property addresses here, so three separate parcels. It does look like we're going to have three separate lines. I've got 5 cleanouts along the front of the building. We'll be dropping into each one of them. First one I've chosen here is the center clean out over towards the left side of the center entry. Looking down into our public sewer, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull back from this point, look at the primary line, the lateral pipe, and then we'll quickly drop into those other two branches and look at those before we reset to the next line over. So as we pull off of the public sewer here, pulling back into a vitrified clay pipe. This is a 6-inch clay pipe. We'll pull off and we're going to start heading back up under the street towards the property. A little bit of shifting, maybe some minor cracking there in this area as well. Now, these clay pipe materials, they are expected to have a long service life. Being a natural material, they're less likely to deteriorate underground, but they are more brittle in nature and do have a higher potential for damage during seismic activity or earthquakes. Now, the shifting and slight movement we're seeing here, not all that uncommon. I'm not seeing that there's an actual break. There's a slight separation there, but that may be part of the way the pipe was put in. It makes this funny turn before it drops into the city sewer. I don't see anything that really tells me there's a break there. Certainly something that wouldn't be a bad idea to monitor fairly closely, though. So what we're really looking for in these older clay pipes are any significant cracks or breaks, significant offsets or separations at these connections, anything that could be considered a compromise to the integrity of the pipe. So far it looks pretty clean. Maybe a slight settled area there, some debris buildup. Looks like we may have some slight root intrusions occurring here. So it's a situation where the line would need maintenance from time to time. Alright, so we're pulling back up the vertical drop here that's in the front of the property. And we've changed pipe materials now to a 4-inch cast iron piping. Some water running, it's a little difficult to see. Now the cast iron pipe materials typically were expected to last somewhere in the 50 to 60 year range. Certainly no evidence that this pipe is failing. Rusting scale is moderate, minor to moderate. No real concern there. Pulled back past one of our tie-ins that we're going to drop into here in a second. Nothing of any concern happening there. Pull the camera out here real quick and we'll drop down into this other branch. Show you these cleanouts real quick. Right the camera off. This is the one we dropped into. I'm going to reset over to this one here, and then the last one I'm going to pull over. It's over there. I'll drop into that one, and then we'll stop the recording and we'll reset to the other cleanouts on that side. So more of the same cast iron piping, and right here is where we tie into that primary line, so there's really not much to see there. I apologize for the moving of the equipment. It's just easier than stopping and restarting additional video files. Alright, now we're going to push about 14-15 feet across here, tying to that same primary line. So this building has one primary line with two short branch lines tying into it. Basically all look to be in satisfactory condition. I'll do a little bit more description of these on the written report, but essentially cast iron piping. It's within its service life, and a vitrified clay pipe under the street, which is generally in satisfactory condition as well. Alright, so I'm going to stop the recording. We'll reset to the next line.